It's Trap, and Trashy News.
Hell no! Trash ass.
With pretty little kitty on your radio.
A$AP Rocky took the stage yesterday pleading for his life. He says, I've spent a month in Sweden. It's like my 5th or 6th time here. He's seen the most beautiful architecture and the not so nice things. He wants justice. He's want his name to be cleared and justice for all, saying that it was unfair that TMZ released a video kind of like after the alleged victim attacked them, and what TMZ showed was of them responding to the alleged attack from that victim. Prosecutors are now asking A$AP Rocky about text messages from his assistant saying Harlem came out and smashed a bottle on a person. Prosecutors are insinuating Harlem is Rocky, and as was said before, Rocky is denying hitting anyone with the bottle. Prosecutors zeroing in on his phone, asking what he did with it after the incident. Prosecutors want to know if he shot video that was not surfaced. So, yeah. Anyway. Karli Red is keeping it sexy with sex toys. My question is she a little too old to be starting sex toys? But handle your scandal, do what you need to do. She's selling her body for tons of money, and it is legal. TMZ learned that the Love It Hip Hop Atlanta star just linked a huge deal with Doc Johnson for her own line of sex toys. About $300,000 is on the line for her to become a brand ambassador, selling casts of her butt and hot pocket. Yes. Her fans are going to get to know her a little bit more intimately. And the bigwigs at Doc Johnson tell TMZ that their experts recently made molds of her lady parts, turning them into sex toys called strokers. Not going to finish there. Anyway, moving on. One of my favorite hip hop artists of all time, Busta Rhymes, had a little situation on a flight to London. Well, he was coming from London. He's being accused of verbally assaulting a female passenger. Yep, his trip to London wasn't off to a good start. He was removed from the plane shortly after it landed. Reports say a lot happened between his departure from New York City's JFK airport to his arrival in London. Witnesses say that when he first boarded the flight, he asked, "Who's got all their stuff in my locker?" He's accused of then yelling at a female passenger, ordering her to remove her bags from the overhead area so that he could put his 5 carry-on bags there. One witness also said Busta then started yelling at a female passenger. A woman from London in her 20s said he became agitated and aggressive and rude. Other passengers said he turned around and demanded to know whose stuff it was. A British woman stood up, said the bags belonged to her. He was ranting and raving, getting really angry and demanding to know why she used his locker. He told her to move her stuff immediately. Then he began shouting and behaving extremely aggressively, and the woman was getting more and more upset and began to cry. He said that he was upsetting her. I guess the woman's husband said that he was upsetting her when she was clearly happy to move her things. The husband was trying to defuse the situation, but Busta wasn't trying to hear that because he's Busta Rhymes. And when you do that, you get removed from the flight. Not sure what else is going to happen, but, you know. I mean, you are Busta Rhymes. Maybe he can't afford a private plane. Anyway, AJ Calloway officially out on Extra. Yeah, the bigwigs made the decision. The company has released a statement noting that they have parted ways with the Extra host following an investigation into a sexual assault allegation, stating the company has investigated the claims made into Mr. Calloway's conduct, and he and the company have mutually agreed to part ways. He was suspended in February and maintained his innocence, and at the time, he said in a statement, "As I have maintained from the beginning, these allegations are not true. When I was first notified about these allegations by law enforcement more than a decade ago, I fully cooperated from the beginning, and the case was dismissed." Calloway has been on Extra since 2005. No additional details about the situation has been released. Another Extra star, Mario Lopez, is backtracking from his comments about the transgender world. He made headlines when he implied that it was dangerous for parents to definitely label their children's gender or as transgender He since released the following statement. The comments I made were ignorant and insensitive. I now have a deeper understanding of how hurtful they were. I have been and always will be an ardent supporter of the LGBTQ community, and I am going to use this opportunity to better educate myself moving forward. I will be more informed and thoughtful. He still has his job, so